Hello honors pre-calculus students, Mr. Gazzato, and the learning target here is to solve rational inequalities graphically. So if you look at this first example, we want to solve this inequality, f of x is greater than 0. So when we're solving a polynomial inequality or a rational inequality and we want it to be greater than 0, we're looking when the graph is above the x-axis. So visually we can see the graph is above the x-axis there in green, and also this section here, and then we just need to write our answer in interval notation. So the green parts or the function is above the x-axis from negative infinity to that vertical asymptote of -2, union -2 to the x-intercept, which is -5/3. Since it's a strict greater than, these intervals are all open. Union 6 to infinity. Let's take a look at problem number 2. For problem number 2, we're looking to solve this inequality when f of x is less than or equal to 0. So now we're going to look when the graph is below the x-axis, which is this highlighted blue part. Since it's less than or equal, we now can include the x-intercepts. So when is this function below the x-axis? Number 3, if you want to pause the video and solve this problem, please do so. Here we want to know when f of x is strictly less than 0. That means we cannot include the x-intercepts. So here just for emphasis, I'm going to put an open circle. So the graph is below the x-axis here that I've highlighted. So the interval would be -infinity up to that x-intercept, which is -3. It cannot include it. Union from 2 to infinity. For problem number 4, again, if you want to pause the screen and try this problem on your own, we're looking for when the function is greater than or equal to 0. So when we're looking at this problem, we're looking for above the x-axis, which is this green highlighted part. Since it's greater or equal, it can include the x-intercept. It looks like it's also positive above the x-axis there. And again, it can include the x-intercept. So it looks like this is above the x-axis from -4. It's got to be a parentheses because you never cross the horizontal or vertical asymptote. Up to 2. It can include 2. Union. It can include the x-intercept of 4. And it goes out to infinity. Please notice that the function does cross the horizontal asymptote. That is allowed, but you can never cross vertical asymptotes. I hope you found this video helpful.